Hi everyone. In this video, I want to discuss the astrological significance of the North Node conjunct Jupiter. Before I go into that big activation, I want to talk about the context, what's going on in the bigger cycles. Right now, as I'm filming this, there is a grand square, a grand cross playing out in the sky, which this is a square that involves Pluto and Mars. So Pluto is this potent planet of transformation. It demands a transformation. It demands we let things go and we allow something to resurrect. It is a powerful, powerful planet. And it is sitting right now opposite Mars. And it is seeing that Pluto and Mars have a similar energy. It's all about life force, power. Pluto's transformation, whereas Mars is about taking action, going for it. It's the initial pulse of life and how we go out and assert ourselves. And these two are in an opposition right now. So this has been active for a few days and is all active for pretty much, there's a ripple that goes into the field until the end of May and into June. So it's not just on the exact moment, it has a ripple. And this is bringing in this to make the square, the nodes, the south node and the north node. So we've got this big dynamic playing out in the sky, and it's tense, and they're all in fixed signs in astrology, which means you can't deny it. So it's this tension, it's a square, it's fixed, it's in context of, what we're going through on the planet. So it can have this feeling like we're out of our depths. It could feel overwhelming. You could be feeling triggered. We've only just come out of this South Node Scorpio lunar eclipse, which was so profound. I swear, I sit with people, I have supported people with ritual and the lunar cycles for years, and this one was next level. And so we've just come out of that. We've just had a beautiful new moon in Taurus where the North Node is, and Jupiter, which I'll bring into how it affects this. So there is some stabilizing energy coming in. And if you haven't worked with that and you're not conscious of it, with that new moon in Taurus, new things will be starting to emerge for you to get really focused on what will sustain you over time. But we've got this grand square. It can trigger us. We can feel activated, anxious, but also a time of feeling like determined. I am going to do this. I am tired of being scared or tired of wondering what's going to happen next. Tired of the existential fear, which this big square could really give us a sense of it's overwhelming, it's too much. Now we need to bring in Jupiter, which hasn't activated, but it's within range. And again, the themes that I'm sharing will be active again until the end of this month and into next month, June. So Jupiter's coming in on the 31st of May to be in an exact conjunction with the North Node in Taurus. So this will activate again this bigger square. So now I'm sharing this with you. If you're listening to this and you've been feeling this out of your depth, out of, the existential fear, here's a way to harness it. Like I said before, be determined. Be determined that you're going to keep moving forwards. This is a way to really harness the most positive potential in these current times. And come back to being grounded and centered. Come back to you. You are the eye of the storm. The world is going to do what it's going to do. It's got all these bigger cycles at play. We are moving through an era of great, great change. And you can be, okay, I accept that, because what else can you do? It is happening. And you can be clear and come back. You know, the eye of the storm is where it's still and you can see what's happening. As soon as you come out of the eye, out of you, out of the center, you're going to get swept up. I've been hearing a lot of people share that they really are withdrawing from just the excessive information. This is very much about Taurus, coming back to the essential essence, what really matters, what is sustainable, what is true quality. AI is amplifying. We will have AI journalism, AI books, AI everything. My sense is with strong Taurus playing out right now and Uranus, the planet of technology, in Taurus, it's like, no, we're not just going to get carried away with crazy superficial nonsense. I mean, it's going to happen, but right now you can pull back and make a decision about how you want to engage with AI, with technology. So Jupiter conjunct the North Node. The North Node is all about our collective destiny. It is the future path of growth. In a way, it's what we're compelled towards. So the North Node has been in Taurus for over a year, and it is moving us forward in the realms of Taurus, which is resources, finances, the food supply, how we grow food, how we tend to and care for the earth, the longevity of the earth, the quality of the earth. It is about quality, not just excessive quantity. And it's saying we must move in this direction. We must get back to what matters. It is also how we value things. So it's finances, the value of money is going through all these crazy changes, with Uranus taking us through these volatile times with finances and the stock markets, and again, the value of things. This North Node Jupiter conjunction, in the context of this collective story, this karma, this tension, is like, we have to figure this out. Now, for you at a personal level, you could feel into what's been coming up for you. We just had a new moon in Taurus. So you could have a look at what if you work actively in ritual and you're paying attention, then what was coming up for you at that time? What were you seeding in? Because Jupiter and the North Node conjunction will come together. It's only happening every 7 to 8 years, and it's not always in Taurus. So whatever was coming up at that new moon, this is your moment to actually boost that. Take some action. Use this tension. Use the fixed energy to go, no, you know what? I'm going for it. I'm done with this existential anxiety and fear. And to look at what it is that is already solid in your life, what is already grounded in earthy Taurus, what is already nourishing about you. Maybe you have a job that pre all of, the chaos in the world, you hated it, but now you appreciate it more and you're showing up there more. Or maybe you thought you needed all this extra money and things and stuff, and maybe now you're like, actually, I'm good. I've got enough. And maybe you're looking at growing some food in your yard, or rather than feeling like all this pressure around excess, like rather than feeling like, oh, I can't have all those extra things, maybe it's a relief. I don't know about you guys, but for me, 2020, there was a relief around having to do all the things, like I love doing the things. I love being out and social, but I could really, and I heard from a lot of clients, because I kept working through that time all over the world, a relief. I really feel this Jupiter North Node conjunction in this big grand square. It's super karmic. It's super, super strong, saying, come on, keep going. It's uncomfortable, yes. But it's this fixed energy. It's like you must change, and you can really, like I said before, pull back. Come back into yourself. Come back to the quality. Let go of the extremes. and align yourself with where it wants to go. What are the breakthroughs? What are the new ways that people are looking at? Because there's so much good stuff out there. We just need to focus our attention and our energy towards that. And this North Node Jupiter conjunction happening in Taurus, it will initiate blessings that will be active for a year. Jupiter will be in this part of your chart, wherever Taurus is, for a year. So, I think at the collective level, this could be a catalyst for some societal changes and breakthroughs and advancements that really take us forwards with how we are with food and money, and solutions that will look after everybody over time. I'm not expecting everything to work out and everyone to be happy, but I really feel something potentially will be initiated that really helps us all move forwards. And to look after our earth. This Taurus is our planet. It is the material, earthy realms, and to come back to quality over quantity and the true value of things. I think this could be great, and you can harness it by just being aware. And on another level, this could be a time. So Taurus is where heaven meets earth. It's very spiritual. It's the embodiment of spirituality. It's where, energy comes into form. And if you work at this time with embodying something new and getting out of the existential anxiety and feeling like you're out of your depth, overwhelmed, because that's a waste of your thinking, and you come back to your values and what matters, and maybe you're reassessing, actually this job is good, or actually I do have enough, then maybe you'll feel resilient and strong. And you won't be just putting all of your attention and your energy into all of that crazy stuff that's going on in the world. And you may just go through a big, powerful, spiritual, evolutionary step that gives you a sense of, I've got this. No matter what's going on out there, I'm okay. I've got good humans maybe, or I can grow my own food, or I know I have value to bring to others, and I will do that. So, really know that there is that big square, but know that Jupiter's in. Now, Jupiter is the planet of inflation, so Jupiter could amplify it. That is the shadow, and it can amplify whatever it is, not just good. So that can be going on, but honestly, if you really tune in for yourself to what Jupiter is doing in your life, then I feel this moment could give you a boost, and you can really harness that fixed energy and just go for it.